Wander Flow, no. This is Wander Flow. That's just gonna hit and struck your dough like rogue or maybe bug with something brown. I feel like it's on bark somehow. Maybe I itch your bum because the sketch I draw was perfect every time. They loved so much every time. The gloves were rough. No need for bugs, it's just the one I wanna treat for lunch. When retreat was gone, when the tree was grown for certain spot, like it's foretold in the future, bro. When you look back, the 2020 come, like add those up, and that's what you drunk to get you drunk. To get a little receipt that's gold in the foretold in the foreground, bro. Four of those involved, like the corners of the bugs. If you look straight on, that was a sight that I saw, a sight for so I some more, because then this sight of this osmosis sound would start to get soft. Like the battleship, the game was won. The game was what we was talking about when the speakers bump. Bees buzz in the nest and save the queen star, because when the silver mug with a god for the silver tongue, because then you go for it, dog. Go over the top. Go with all the circus people, man, and shook hands. Like the grass was strong. That's the fish that swam. That's the swarm that's gonna get your song, because then my song would go off the walls like you never did before. I got this ratchet for this balls, and I ain't a macaque with the blue gloss, but you thought I was. Maybe my artistry with brush was honestly the best stuff there'd ever be and there ever was. So the present that I'm in was a prison when I read, because isn't it apparent that my missing it connected to the body that I'm in? That's the stargazer, dog. That's what the stars try not to hit, like them ships that would spin. The aliens with the big hits would all listen when I give the next, because I was a grit to give the prisons big. They never give from Santa from big. So won't I give more big than I thought that I was? Even more big with this shit that I thought. Maybe I oughta, dog, like an ottoman involved, because then you could be all sprawled out. Listening to good and getting a fixer of it, because another helping wouldn't miss a gut that you get, because then I could get the key for the treasure chest I usually kick. Like Link taught me the trick, so I taught all them instead. Kept keeping it for myself alone. So what fun is that? Gift after you go. The best part is ripping the wrapping off. Now I can rip this voucher off, because in all of the things that wrapped around trees you could call IV were called something else. A bunch of confusing shit with the question marks. It's like a dream you had, so you can only remember certain parts. That's where the woods met the sea instead of the river that bends, and that's when Pocahontas was most wet in this particular sentence of rap. When sticks would just fall, sticks would just fall, when we would say it now. Sticks that stack and sticks that make up skeletons, bones perhaps, with the skin attached. That was the test for y'all, for me to correct with Red, a bad teacher in this bitch. Hakeem Cameron Diaz is hot. Rip off cloth with big ass balls, big ass lumps, and mouth balls in for big ass pockets I hold like I'm clown. I'm pouches with all the thread that you got from Michael's down the road, right next to Goodwill where you go to shop. Patronize their stove, patronize flow, with another painting involved, with the oak that's around, like it's a fence that I built. This was all Cruella de Vil's that show up for puffs that just been born from out the bellies of moms. I'm in the belly of the beast when I flow. I'm in whatever wants to rock your boat and knocks the door when it says leave us alone, don't disturb at all. Why is he such a pessimist with a bunch of piss in his pants because the piss is just lit on a dam or a bridge? Yes, it's the size of an inch. Yes, a slug into the skin. It does the trick. At 22 bounces off ribs. I bounce for another barbecue with the sauce to pour on top of whatever would get hot and shit. Because those are the coils and those are his job, and maybe that's the coils in the air conditioner, son. You get the hot and the cold with each of these sentences that I unravel from out of the law like they're all tangled up. Electrical codes. Electrical flows for y'all. Electrical flows for y'all. Lavish shit and lava runs from volcanoes that blew up that resemble mountains a second ago, but now they don't. Now you're stuck because you want to get like Darth Vader, son. It ain't that far in the future yet. You should have thought that out thoroughly now. Thoroughly, then with the part that sounds like the last at the end of it. And I fucking go with this shit. The sword glistens, I'm around orbs. I should have known. I should have went for the flow. That's better than leave you better off, but I don't. I'd rather horseback than the galleon brat, because then the goalie attached would have a goal in the net, and then y'all could have stole at the last because I didn't look with this glance, and now you got the crystal ball bag, but you don't know what to do with it. Then the screws would have got more screwy, bro, with the nuts that you used, because those are the ones that would fall from what grew. And that was a fool that saw that the 10th fool around the chocolate had the cocoa butter mixed with the sweet, and then I mixed with this, you see, because then we could have the beast meet the sea with what we feed. This was the that we want to get the complexion off, because the complexities were wrong. Simplify that bit so they understood, they nod. Say it like the notebook where the book was kept with the fairy tale and test, because that was the test of time, perhaps. The test of when the fucking blanket hit to keep the warm, because the cold makes you shiver so, and you don't want those no more. Yes. Go for gold or go for broke in some pockets so, and you look like elephant, your throat was small. You drug yourself to the rug the whole time covered with blood, and that's the bucket and that's the mug. That's where you kept them like janitor does. There's another one of those astronauts with the astrology sign to touch the butt, because then that was the awesome front, because that was a donkey punch instead of the kick you won. And that was what would stick to butt. This were the stickers that were wrong. What kept the blackberry safe with blood that trickles that could put you to sleep for 1,000 years without a kiss. That's the key. And that was the fucking shadow game. Or the treasure keep. Treasure this like it's a gem, like it's gonna get you in the kingdom come, my friend. With the pig that I trick over time when I spit, because that's what attracts the light that gets the moth's necks. Electrify my spit, the wires connect, they touch like this. Just the very incident, just the very dust involved with some of this stuff that makes you flub. The stuff I talk because I just flutter and stuff with butterflies that touch with the kisses they want and the kisses they got. It's warranted, dog. The warranty's off. No. TWA. Little lighted. Little lighted. Now. Yes, you guessed it. you.